legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten. And there are high stakes here. Not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it. The battle for the conference championship trophy. Fields it just outside the goal line. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Wolverines offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And this quarterback, of course, Kirk, he's the guy that stirs the drink for this team.
You talk about the total package. He runs it, produces it, directs it, acts out all the scenes. He's the whole package. I love a quarterback who understands the ins and outs of a football game. This kid plays like he wrote the manual.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back. Looking to scramble. Looks like he's going to run it. He'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only does he pull out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. An explosive play. Big gain across midfield to the 42.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the...
And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Oh, and he flat dropped it. He's going to bring up third down for this offense.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous, lost his concentration, and drops the ball.
That pass is hauled in over the middle. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
And the Wolverines will have 1st and 10 here. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Gain moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. The Wolverines will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Setting the tone early. How about the execution opening drive of a conference championship game?
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Notre Dame's offense gets their first crack now. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. He lets it go on the move. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. Handoff to the back. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Dump off caught by the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you can just avoid the mistake, make those first downs, be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football. It's a great chance.
The ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? At the 30 now. Past the 10. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Michigan.
Chris, that second-tier defender, linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
See if they can convert the point after. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. Returner decides to field it. Returner tackle right there. That's when they'll start the drive. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Here's the second down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And it's almost picked off. He trusted his arm, but a risky throw. Almost his second interception today. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Well, it's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Running back has it on the screen now. That's a big gain, finally brought down near the 37.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield, put the ball right on the back, let him have all that space and an escort in front of him to pick up big yards.
Pass complete. It's second down now.
This is an example of the quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play.
There's a shot toward the end zone. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. He gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting into the way of that and knocking it away.
He hands it to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. So no hesitation. The offense is on the field to go for it here. It's a crucial play. A running play called on 4th down. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Looking for a deep completion. Downfield shot, balls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Extending the play now. He's found some room at the 45. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He makes the grab. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Catch made on the right side.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He pulls in the catch. That's a nice gain to move the sticks here as time runs out in the first quarter. The Wolverines with 1st and 10 here. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Jukes to get past a man. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. And the Wolverines line it up with 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Pressure is coming. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
Chris, I really felt the quarterback came off the fake a little bit too quick. The defense didn't bite at all on the play action. They saw the quarterback had the ball, attacked, and got the sack.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. Running out of time in the pocket. He finds the running back in the flat. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
The gain moves the ball to the 34. The gain makes it 2nd and medium. The shotgun running play call. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Now here comes the point after attempt. Point after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
They stop him right at the 24.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Stopped right there at the line, no gain. The Wolverines bring their punt team onto the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. You set it down to the offense, 1st and 10.
What a great throw here and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. And Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield and have the speed to be able to play with the big boys in college football.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Great move in the open field. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. Notre Dame getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Quick completion to the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Looks like Notre Dame will have the 1st down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All he had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled just short of the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? But go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he's intercepted. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Notre Dame. The defense playing a huge role here. They score and suddenly we're tied for the conference championship on the line.
Wow, this is unbelievable drama right here. I just happen to be looking at the head coach when they created that turnover. He's running on the sideline almost like he's trying to chase the ball carrier into the end zone. Huge play and changes the momentum of this game.
And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Catch made on the left side. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. A new set of downs after that completion. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. Now, that's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's got some room and some blockers here. The 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Hit as he threw. He's going deep here. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a 2-ball. That means it's going to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
Caught over the middle. It's Diggs. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid game there. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. And completion makes it 2nd and short. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. It doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
Pause in play here as the offense takes a timeout. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Defense not pressing this time. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back. He's running out of time here. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And the flag is out before the snap. The defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. Defense. Contact in the neutral zone leads to the penalty. That's good news for the offense. The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. No problem, knocks it right through. And they add to their lead.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem, up into the net from 50+.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Deep shot caught inside the 15. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, they roll the dice here, call that play, and it works out. They get points on the board. They cut into the lead. Now you got a ton of momentum going in at halftime to make some adjustments and come out feeling that you can come back and win this game.
And the extra point gets him within 3, 31-28. The Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. 2 quarters down in the Big Ten Championship. A couple of incredibly worthy teams battling for their rightful place in the history of this great conference. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the exciting conclusion of the Big Ten Championship.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Diggs. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They've always seemed to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody out on the outside that can make plays to have a chance of winning these big games.
Breaks loose at the 40. They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27. The offense really clicking here.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
When his quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped.
And here comes a deep shot. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Touchdown, Wolverines. They've come all the way back to claim the lead.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. The Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Hand off to the single back. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
3rd down coming up after that running play. QB decides to keep it here. He's tackled short of the 30, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
You know, it's not always the flashy play. It's not always you have to throw for a big touchdown or make a huge run as a quarterback. Sometimes it's just being efficient. Take what the defense gives you, move the sticks, keep the drive alive. That's the energy, that's the momentum you really want to play with as a quarterback.
Looking to throw it on first down. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. It's a big gain across midfield down inside the 35. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Just great timing here with this quarterback and his wide receiver to pick up this first down. And really over the years, that's what Notre Dame's looking to get back to consistently, is being able to complement what they can do by running the football and to have a quarterback that can drop back and make the throw like this and keep the sticks moving and keep his offense out of harm's way.
On first down, it's play action. Fires it to the wideout. Touchdown, Irish. That puts them on top in the second half. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out and showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Turner trying to create good field position. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. The offense continuing to build momentum. It's first and 10. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it go quickly. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Boy, Chris, you watch a completion like that and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Gleacy had, 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history. It's good that they're leaning on it.
Second down, we're going to throw it. The pocket breaking down. He's going to pull it down and run. Slides to avoid the big hit.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
And we're going to throw now on first down. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, after this last play, he's now over 400 yards passing on the day. Are you kidding me?
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. The Wolverines looking to cash in this red zone trip. And now the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
And the pass is incomplete. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. QB tries it again here on second and 10. Aiming for the end zone. Oh, and he fumbles.
As a quarterback, you scramble, you pick up such good yards, but you have to get down and protect the football and take care of yourself from those big hits. Because if you don't, you run the risk of coughing it up like he did on that play.
They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Now it's second down here. Single back takes the handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
The defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Physical run, breaking tackles. Brought down after a solid run by the senior. Notre Dame getting set with a first and 10 coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. And the pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle. So after the incompletion, it's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he's got it. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
I feel like this quarterback can make this throw in his sleep. It's like clockwork. A curl route against zone. And the quarterback, the only thing is he had to fit it into a tight window for that first down completion.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They're going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down. The punt team making their way on the field. And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in a costly fumble in plus territory. They can't have another one of those here. First down, looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
Man, I love to see the big guys get a chance to make a play like this. Usually it's the guys off the edge, the linebackers, maybe a blitz, but instead, the big fella at nose tackle gets the sack.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own team. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. This is a low liner. This won't go a long way. And they'll just down it right here. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. That's going to be incomplete. First down drop here in the middle of the field.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Ball handed off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Caught over the middle. It's Diggs. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. And the punt heads out of bounds. They'll spot it down around the 10-yard line. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
I personally love the aggressive approach here by this offensive coordinator. You got to take some chances. You got to create some matchups. But if you don't protect the quarterback, you have no chance.
He's going for a big play downfield. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
You know, if I'm the offensive coordinator, I don't keep looking to throw the ball downfield. These receivers are too talented, and this quarterback has an ability to get into a rhythm, and eventually you're going to hit some big plays.
Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. And it is wide open for a huge gain. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Michigan. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. And what I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down. Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's going to take off here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Gives it to the back. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Hold. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And they heave it deep downfield.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football, and you got a great chance at a victory.
1st and 10 play coming up. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They've got him down out near the 40.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48. The Wolverines pick up 1st down yards to keep the drive going. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
This is the 6th play on the drive. They'll run it from the gun. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Can they keep this drive going, trying to convert on third down now? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And he knocks it right through the uprights.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Bringing pressure. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game. Tough spot here. Second and long from the 16. Here's the snap. Looking to throw. Comes up with the catch. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage. And he'll drop back here on third down. He pulls it in for a big gain. He'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That is perfect execution there. Notre Dame getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Touchdown, Wolverines. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Lining up to try the extra point. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. So it's incomplete. He caught the ball, but they ruled him out of bounds.
That ball just seemed...
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. First down here for this offense. And he drops back in the gun. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. And he spikes it to stop the clock. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
He's hit as he throws it. 4th down pass is incomplete, but there's a marker down. A crucial call here. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? From the gun, he looks for an open man. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away.
Well, the quarterback did about everything he could here to wait for that play to develop, and there was just nobody open. It's great coverage downfield, and instead of taking a sack or potentially throwing the pick, he just gets rid of it.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Missed his receiver on the left sideline. Incomplete. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
This one falls incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here.